Part 7, who the F did I almost date? We're almost there, guys. Okay, so I've looked up Rob in our online court system. We've got speeding ticket, 3 restraining orders. We have 2 cases left. When I click on those, I'm not joking when I tell you that when I clicked on those and I started reading them, I actually physically had to get up and go into my bathroom and vomit. I have never in my entire life experienced that level of disgust. So here's what they said. Doing another trigger warning. I am dead freaking serious. This is really bad. It's worse than the last video. If you don't want to hear it, keep scrolling. There's SA, domestic violence, pew-pews. It's bad. It's very disturbing. This is your warning. Keep scrolling if you don't want to hear it. I was debating which case to start with, and I think we're going to start with this one. Rob did not have custody of his kids. Now, not having custody of your kids can mean a few things. It could be like my ex-husband. I have sole physical custody, but he is still a good dad and tries to see the kids as often as he can. That was not the case. Rob had custody taken away from him by the state. He was not even allowed supervised visitation with either of his children. Y'all, my blood boils still to this day just thinking about this. This man had not seen his children in over a year, closer to 2 years. I saw that in the divorce case, but that very last case that I looked at, that I clicked on, was when I saw why. I will do my best to talk about this without crying. There were allegations that this man had SA'd his daughter for years. At the time that I was talking to him, his daughter was 6. Those kinds of cases are very difficult to prove because you have a young child who can't necessarily talk about it or is so traumatized that they, don't want to talk about it. Medical evidence is very difficult to find or have if you don't get the child seen by a doctor, like essentially immediately after. But there was actual evidence in this case. I will be honest with y'all, I really don't know how this man was not in prison, how he's not in prison. And all of this, these cases, like what I'm talking about now, happened before those other women and those restraining orders. Within those documents, it talks about how when Child Protective Services or DHR in our state was investigating him for all of this, it's like the end of a workday during the week, and he has several neighbors drive by his house. He lives in like a subdivision. His garage door is open. He's sitting in the middle of his garage in like a camping chair or like a fold out chair that you would take to athletic events with a pew-pew to his. He had done that same thing in front of those other 2 women to try to get them to stay with him. What a sicko. Oh, and there was also a pending case, like an active one, to permanently terminate his parental rights to his 2 kids, meaning that he literally would not be a father to his children anymore. Okay, I am worked up. I probably need to finish my glass of wine and then come back for part 8 of who the F did I almost date for what I did with this information.